Okay everyone, welcome to today's demonstration. So today we try to work on the file sharing. For the topology of today, we try to use two hosts, Windows Server 2012 machine number 2 and machine number 3, which they're IP 130 and 131. That's the last part, the segment. So for this experiment, our test is try to create a file sharing, config, and permission. After that, we try to demonstrate the shadow copy, and then the permission inheritance. For the requirement we need to have is the file sharing role. It's installed by default, and we don't need to do anything. Like you can check for your role for the file and storage. It's enabled in your Windows Server 2012 already. Here it's already enabled. Okay, so you don't need to add the role. You can remove it even, like here. Okay, you can find the role is enabled already. Okay, so we don't need to do any modification. As always, before we work on the experiment, we try to make sure we are working on the same right host. Machine number 2, the IP, this last segment is 130, as same as our topology. The right side, it is our host number 3 with the IP as last segment was 131. Okay, so we can start our experiment. So first, let's try to create the folder. Today's experiment, we're gonna work on the Windows Server 2012, and because we try to demonstrate the shadow copy, so to revert the shadow copy, we cannot revert on the volume which have the operating system inside it. So we need to create another desk, another volume. Okay. So we need to go to desk management, desk manager. So we type the desk mgmt.msc. Okay, go to desk management. So I want you to create a new desk. We have C, we have D. D is for our, I remember it is for the VM tour, right? We install the VM tour at the first beginning, which is here. So we can create a new desk as a desk E. So we're gonna shrink our desk C. Okay, shrink the desk C. The size, let's say we give 20 giga. Shrink it. Now we have the space on allocate, so we can add a new desk for it. Let's say the desk E. Okay, make sure we are using the NTFS system desk format. Okay, now we have E. Okay, so we can do the experiment on the E. So we try to new the folder. Let's call it test. And there are two ways to enable the file sharing. One is we can go to share with the specific people, but I don't want to do that. I want to work on the property. Okay, on the property. So for the property, there are two parts we need to set. One is for the sharing, one is for security. Which means if we only enable the sharing, but we didn't enable the security, we can still not have the folder permission. Okay, I will show you later. So first, let's enable the sharing. We click the advanced sharing, which is here. We click share this folder. We give a name for this sharing. Let's just use the same name as a folder. Okay, as a test, that's fine. This is the how many hosts can visit your sharing folder at the same time. Okay, which I leave it there. Let's apply and OK. So now this folder is being shared. How we can take a look is sharing. Go back to our CMD. Let's say the net share. Okay, so we can find out this is shared. Okay, for the test under E. Okay, it's shared. Another way to find out is we can go to Server Manager, Tool, Computer Management, and at the shared, we can find out this is our we create the folder. Okay, shared as the test under eDesk, the session, which means which user is visiting our shared folder, and which folder they are visiting, we can find out here. Okay, so far no one's visiting our shared folder. So let's go to our machine learner 3 to visit this shared folder. To visit the shared folder, we can use the UNC path. So how to enable it? We run it with the 2/, and we need to have the complete IP. Oh, where's my mouse? Okay, here. See? It is .130, okay, which is here. Let's try to visit it. Okay, we can find out the test. The children test is I just do the experiment before. So now we are visiting the test. Okay, so we can find out the session. Okay, you can find out session. User, which computer? Machine number 3, right? We just connect. Okay, we just connect. So now we complete the file sharing. And now let's go to next step to work on the configuration and permission. For the configuration, like for our test, as I mentioned, we have sharing and security permission, right? So far, we allowed for everyone have the full control. We don't have full control. We only have read permission, which means if we try to add a new file here, access denied, because we don't have the write permission. We only have the read permission, right? So let's try to enable the full control. Let's try to add the file. Okay, so now we have the file because we have the full control, which is the read permission and the write permission. Okay, but let's say go back to the host. Right now, we can see we have both write and read permission, right? But if I go to security for the user, we deny the write permission. Okay, deny the write permission. And then we try to create a new file. We can still get the access denied. Why? Because here for the security part, we don't allow the user has the write permission. We only have the read permission. Okay, until I remove this part. And now here we can add a new file. Okay, add a new file, which means this part, security and sharing, they will both manage our file sharing. Okay, they'll both manage our file sharing. So if you want to enable file sharing, you need to enable both this part. Okay, for example, like we try to add new file, so we should have the permission for both full control to change, and the security, we should have the right permission to write something here. Okay, and that's also for some why we have this security, because if we enable the right permission for everyone, like let's say there's virus on the network, right? Then the virus can search all the hosts on the internet, on the network, has the right permission, okay, allowed the right permission, then you're gonna write the virus into it, right? So that's the reason, to prevent the virus or some external accessing. Normally we can deny this write permission. We only give the read permission for the other user, okay, for the other user. So because I'm visiting it, so I need to jump out. Okay. So this is the permission and the configuration. Okay, permission and configuration. Let's try to take a look the what next? Shadow copy, right? Shadow copy. So let's try to take a look at shadow copy. Let's say our file, we type hello world. Okay, hello world. We save it. Okay, we have hello world in the text file. Go to text, hello world. Okay, then somehow, excuse me, somehow accidentally I delete this. Okay, and I save the change. Then we don't have the word. We only have hello. Even here, because the same folder, right? We access the same file. So we lost the word. So what we can do? We can find out the backup. Okay, so the shadow copy is kind of like the backup. Okay, it's kind of a backup. Let's say we go to our PC. Okay, we try to enable this shadow copy. We right click this desk, go to property. You can see this shadow copy here. We click that. That's for the desk E. So far it's disabled. Let's enable the shadow copy. Okay, let's enable the shadow copy. Okay, and let's go here. Open it. Let's type down the word. Okay, make it complete. We save it. At the other end, the word is here, right? So now we already enable our shadow copy, right? So let's try to create a copy. Okay, now we have the new copy. So let's delete the old one. Okay, delete the old one. So now we have the hello world. Okay, we have hello world. So let's say somehow I delete this and I save the file, right? So we only have hello. We only have hello. What are we gonna do? We're gonna revert this. So we go to our desk E, right click that, property, shadow copy. This is our copy we just create, right? So we revert it. Okay, check here if we want to revert right now. Yes, we want to revert right now, please. Okay, 100%. Okay, so now go to the test, our new document. Okay. Yes, this one is, I see. I delete the one with the hello word. I left the one with the hello. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Hello world. Okay, let's save it. So now we have hello world. Okay, so anyway, let's first, we don't have the shadow copy. Okay, go back here, hello world here. Let's create a shadow copy. Okay, create a shadow copy. So now we can 100% it is the hello world copy. Okay, the last one, because I delete the wrong file. I deleted hello copy one. Delete the hello world one. Okay, so let's say we remove this accidentally. We save it. Okay, we save it. Now we have hello only. Right here we have hello only. Okay, so go back to the PC. We try to revert the shadow copy. Revert it. Please revert it right now. Okay, so you can take a look. Now we have hello world back. Okay, we have my word back. Okay, also here the word is back. Okay, so this is how we play the shadow copy. And if you take a close look, after I revert it, our shadow copy is gone, right? Because we just move back to the shadow copy, so it's already gone. Okay, because we just run back. Okay, we just run back. Okay, the next one is permission inheritance. Permission inheritance is like we try to inherit the permission for the parent folder. Let's say we create a children folder. Okay, create a new folder. Okay, this is a children folder under the test, right? Under test, this is a children folder, and the permission of this folder is inherit from the parent. Okay, inherit from the parent, and we cannot change it. As you can see, we cannot change it. Why? Because we have the relationship from their parent. Okay, we have a relationship from their parent. We cannot change the permission. Okay, we cannot change the permission. Then what are we gonna do? Can we change it? Yes, we can. We can go to the property, security, advanced. Here is a button called disable inheritance. We disable that. Now we have two options. Convert inherit permission into explicit permission on this object, or we can remove the permission from the inheritance. Okay, the difference between the two is for this one, we will keep the permission from the parent, but we're gonna end up this parent and children inheritance relationship. This one is we are end the relationship, but also we're gonna remove all the inheritance permission. Okay, remove all the permission from the parent. Let's choose this one. We keep it. Okay, apply. And now if we check the security, you can find out now we can change all these properties. Okay, we can change all these properties. Okay, we can change all these properties because we end this relationship, right? Then, for example, we cannot do the change. Okay, so let's take a look. Can we still visit it for the children? Now we can visit. Okay, we end the relationship and we change the property as well. Then in the future, if we forget about which property we have, okay, which property we have for all the children folder, then we can go back to the parent, property, security, advanced. Then we can replace all the children object permission entire entries with inheritable permission from this object. Okay, which means we force all the children follow the permission from their parent. We apply it. Now we go to check the child. Now you can see for the permission we cannot change it because we just rebuild this inheritance. Okay, now we can disable again, right? Because we rebuild this inheritance and we try to force all the children follow the same property from their parent, which from the test. Okay, from the test. Okay, so that is the permission inheritance. Okay, that's permission inheritance. All right, that's it. Feel free to let me know if any questions. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time.